before dawn. The hidden passages of Calivorne Castle. Lirenne moves silently through the dark, one hand trailing the stone wall she knows by heart. She has lived in these passages for 6 days now. She knows every sound, every draught, every place where the light bleeds through the gaps in the panelling. She stops at a particular vantage point, a narrow gap behind an ornamental screen that looks directly into the great hall. She settles in to wait. She told herself she was gathering intelligence, that everything she observed was tactical, useful, that she was watching him the way a general watches an enemy, looking for weakness, for patterns, for the precise moment to strike. She told herself this every morning for a week. She almost believed it. Below, in the great hall, Sorvane enters alone before his men are stirring. He moves to the window and stands looking out at the Sylvanmere in the early grey light. He is still, the way people are still when they think no one is watching. He looks tired, not the exhaustion of a man who has been celebrating his conquest. Something quieter than that.
You expected a monster.
A pause. She watches him.
He doesn't look like a monster.
She catches herself, refocuses, pulls out the small journal she has been keeping, notes on his routines, his men, the changes being made to the castle. She writes. She does not look at him again. She looks at him again almost immediately. Mid-morning, the stables of Calivorne. Sorvane moves among the famous war horses of the Sylvanmere with a kind of reverence that stops Lirenne cold. She watches through a gap in the stable wall, a ventilation slot disguised by carved woodwork, invisible from below. He does not approach the horses the way conquerors approach prizes. He moves slowly, letting them come to him first. He speaks to them quietly. One of the older stallions, notoriously difficult, one that even Lirenne's own men handled with caution, approaches him without hesitation and drops its head to his shoulder. Sorvane speaks to the horse, low and warm.
There you are. Easy. No one is going to push you.
Lirenne goes absolutely still. Those are almost exactly the words she used. In this exact stable. With this exact horse.
That means nothing. Anyone who knows horses would say the same thing.
The horse exhales against Sorvane's neck. Sorvane smiles, a private smile not performed for anyone. The kind of smile that only exists when a person thinks they are completely alone. Lirenne writes nothing in her journal for a long moment. One of Sorvane's soldiers enters the stables.
My lord, the morning reports are ready when you are.
Give me 10 minutes.
The soldier withdraws. Sorvane stays with the horse. 10 minutes, exactly as he said. Lirenne times it. Lirenne doesn't know why she times it. Afternoon, the inner courtyard. A group of the castle's youngest children, servants' children, too small to understand much of what has happened, have crept out to watch Sorvane's soldiers drilling in the yard. They watch wide-eyed from behind a stone column. One of the soldiers notices them and starts toward them, gruff and impatient. The children shrink back. Sorvane appears from across the courtyard.
Leave them.
The soldier stops. Sorvane crosses to the children and crouches down to their level. This enormous, battle-hardened man, making himself small so as not to frighten them. Sorvane speaking to the children gently.
Do you want to watch? You can watch. Just stay back from the horses, yes?
The smallest child, A girl, perhaps 4 years old, stares at him with enormous eyes. Then she holds out a small fistful of clover she has been clutching. An offering. Sorvane looks at it for a moment. Then he takes it with complete seriousness, as though it is the finest gift he has ever received.
Thank you. I'll keep this.
He tucks it into his breast pocket. The little girl beams. Her companions dissolve into giggles. Above them, in the shadow of the passage behind the courtyard wall, Lirenne watches. Her jaw is tight. Her pen has stopped moving entirely. Lirenne, frustrated, almost angry.
Stop it. This is what they do. They are kind to children and women and horses so that the people will cooperate. It is a strategy. It is always a strategy.
Below, Sorvane stands and rejoins his men. He does not look around to see if anyone witnessed the moment. He simply moves on. No audience, no performance. Lirenne stares at the empty space where he stood. Night. Lirenne's hidden apartment within the walls. A small, beautifully appointed space her ancestors built for exactly this kind of necessity. A narrow bed, a writing desk, candles. The steward has seen to it that she wants for nothing. Lirenne sits at the desk with her journal open before her. She has been staring at the same blank page for some time. On the page above it, her notes from the day. Routine, observations, intelligence. And then, at the bottom, in slightly different handwriting. The handwriting of someone who wasn't thinking about what they were writing. The horse trusted him immediately. She stares at that line, then she crosses it out. Then, after a moment, she uncrosses it. Lirenne to herself quietly.
It is useful information. The people will follow a man the horses trust. It is relevant.
She closes the journal. She opens it again and reads the line one more time. Then she closes it firmly, blows out the candle, and lies down in the dark. She had come into the walls prepared to despise him. She had a list of reasons, carefully constructed, entirely reasonable. He was an invader. He had taken her home. He served a king whose ambition had killed her father. The list was still there. She reviewed it every night before she slept. It was getting harder to feel it. In the darkness of her hidden room, Lirenne stares at the ceiling she cannot see.
Tomorrow I will find something to despise. Tomorrow it will be easier.
A long silence. She does not sound convinced.